Ohio's long-awaited Intel plant may have hit another bump in the road. The multi-billion-dollar project to make the chips that power our computers, phones, cars, and more has been touted as a way to keep the United States safe, meet demand, and build up our supply chain stateside. But comments from President Trump last night are worrying some Ohio lawmakers. So Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trow has been keeping us up to date on this project since its groundbreaking 3 years ago. And tonight she explains why now the future of that plant could be in question.
This was going to be the Silicon Heartland.
But could this Central Ohio work site revert back to dust?
This will be a huge setback for Ohio. Just so disappointing, Morgan, on so many different levels from a standpoint of national defense.
That's what union leader Mike Nisley fears could happen to Intel's multi-billion-dollar semiconductor manufacturing plant. With federal funding from the Bipartisan CHIPS Act, the tech giant was set to create tens of thousands of jobs in construction, manufacturing, and research. But the future of the project is now being questioned by President Donald Trump.
Your CHIPS Act is a horrible thing.
During his speech to Congress Tuesday evening, Trump lamented how the companies aren't spending the money, funds they only started to receive over the past few months.
Get rid of the CHIP Act.
Democratic State Senator Bill DeMora fears that pulling this money away from Intel will make the company back out, especially because Intel has been facing financial hardships and has already delayed completion until the 2030s.
Are we ever going to see Intel built? Millions and millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, and we might get nothing but a white elephant with holes in the ground.
He also argued that the state has already given billions in subsidies, all on Ohioans' dime.
What does this say to the taxpayer of Ohio?
I think it's to the taxpayer of Ohio that you don't matter.
But Republican State Senator Jerry Serino says it's possible Trump didn't actually mean a full repeal.
It might not be a wholesale elimination of it, maybe downgrading it a bit, but I think that we're still going to see Intel come here.
The governor's team insists that Intel will continue their promise, with or without federal dollars. Nisley doesn't buy that.
Right on the gate, Morgan, CHIPS was part of this whole equation.
We reached out to each one of Ohio's Republican members of Congress to ask how they would vote on a repeal effort. None have answered. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trow reporting.
And more on this now, because as Morgan laid out, Ohio has a lot on the line with the Intel plant. As of last year, the $20 billion project is expected to employ nearly 3,000 people and support another 17,000 jobs in fields like construction and engineering. Plus, Ohio will allocate $100 million to the state's technical career centers to purchase equipment for career tech education programs. And another $200 million will go to facilitate the expansion of career technology schools across Ohio.